Alright, everybody out there in the craftchest Nation, I just wanted to do a thank you video and an update video on the PCs for the Nation campaign that we've been running here for quite some time now, and to give you a brief tour of some of the computers we've gotten in. And I don't know if in the future we're actually going to show these working before we ship them out, because that's really not important. But what I wanted to do is really tell you who the donors are of these computers. A couple of them I know. There are those that are already gone, and this one right here was the most recent one that we received in from a craftchest Nation member out there, which is Metal Guitar 02. I'll put a link up right over here in the sidebar. That way you can support him in way of watching his videos and subscribing to him. He's really one of the best, friendliest YouTubers out there, other than myself. And no, I'm just playing. But there's tons of friendly people out there, but he is one of the people that we really should be envious of as far as their kindness. He's the one that actually made the theme music that you hear right now and that I use in some of the videos. And this is the computer he sent in, and we've done what I think a tremendous job on getting this one updated, upgraded. And just to let you know, the drive was completely wiped. We got a clean copy of Windows XP. It is not compatible with Windows 7. We were going to try to upgrade it to that because we actually had a couple of copies of that laying around that we wanted to put on it, but it's not compatible. As far as the video, we might actually wait to see if anybody's got some video cards that they're not using out there that they might want to send in. This one does take PCIe, I think it is. I'm actually going to pop the side open, but basically this is a very good looking computer, and I'll briefly go over the stats, but there's the front of it. I love the way it has this slide. You don't see this a whole lot. Except for in the prefab ones. It's got dual drives on it. Got your DVD and a DVD, let's see, yeah, your DVD ROM and CD rewritable on it, so it doesn't have a DVD burner, but, ooh, don't want to drop it. But anyway, that's, there you go. Now, let's have a little peek on the inside of it. And we did a lot of work on this one because apparently you have this one sitting around, and I wish. This is one of the glitches I have with the camera. There we go. There's a peek on the inside of it. It's got a pretty decent power supply. Like I said, dual optical drives. The hard drive on it, what did we say this was? 240 gig? This is the one with the 240 gig hard drive. Or, I believe it was. Let me look. No, 120. This is the 120 gig hard drive. It's got the single drive in it. It's got one PC. Actually a PCI slot. It's not even PCIe. It's got a PCI slot, so if anybody's got an older PCI video card, not the PCIe, you know, the one with the little one, this one's actually got the wider one connection in it. It's got everything that's on the front is what it has. So I'm going to read this off. It's got 512 on the memory, 120 gig hard drive, dual optical drives. And, oh, that's right, he upgraded it. It was 1.5 on the memory. That's right. He had a 1 gig and a 512 in here, so this one's got 1.5 gig of memory. It is AMD Athlon 2600 plus 2.08 gigahertz, and we actually did a speed test on this one, and it is running every bit of it. It's actually running 2.18 gigahertz on the actual CPU tester that we use for some of them to see how their performance are, and it's running the Asus motherboard. So this is very out of the box. This one right here, for its time, was an awesome computer. All right, so that's one of them right there, and we thank you very much, Metal Guitar. See if I can get the side on here. All right, the next one we got going on is a work in progress, actually. But this one is a gateway. I got a hard drive for it because it was pretty much smoked and gutted, and this one right here is one that really needs a little bit of work. This one actually does have a PCIe slot for a video upgrade. Once again, this is another board that's a little bit older that won't quite hold Windows 7. We got a couple of RAM sticks, but it's going to be running slow. I think all we have is two 256s that'll actually fit this pin. This is one of the older yeah, and it's got a bad RAM port in it, so we're actually going to try to find a 1 gig if anybody out there has one. This one's the one that runs PC 3200 184 pin. I think it is. And that's really not important because I'm sure somebody will send me a message saying that they might have some extra RAM out there if they have anything. It's got a single optical drive on it. The hard drive on it, we're going to end up putting one of our 80 gig hard drives. Not very large, but you know, for a person starting out that doesn't have one, you can't really be too choosy about that. And there's always room to upgrade and tinker around with them. Once again, it's a gateway. It's got the Intel Celeron D in it. We're going to be running Windows XP. It's running the, what is this, Radeon 200 mobile. That's kind of weird. Desktop with mobile technology integrated on the video on the inside of this one. So that's a good looking computer. We'll have that one up and ready. And actually, here's the hard drive for it that we just got in from someone. Or actually, yeah, this is the one we had left over. But here's the 80 gig hard drive that we'll be using to actually finish that build. And let's move on. What else we got going on over here? We got this old dinosaur laptop. This is a Latitude CPX laptop, old dinosaur ghetto thing. It's even got the card in it for the Cat 5. This thing wasn't even built for Cat 5 line. And nothing fancy about it. It's running Pentium 3, so that tells you how old it is. Windows XP on it. This one right here actually need a fresh copy of Windows XP Mobile. So if anybody out there's got one of those, I got one somewhere, but I can't find it. And last but not least, here's one that will make an awesome laptop. Actually, if a certain person out there that I've sent an email to here recently has any ideas or anyone, this computer right here, I do have someone scoped out that actually needs one of these. And this is going to make an awesome addition. This Dell Latitude 600, D600, and we need one of these. This drive is absolutely dead. The BIOS doesn't even recognize it being there, and the specs on it is, there we go. It's got the old, I don't even know if you can see it very well, the old IDE PATA drive on it with the adapter. And looking on eBay in different places, they're really proud of this particular setup. Now I won't be able to get this back together. But anyway, we need a hard drive. I don't care how big it is. Preferably over 30 gigs, of course. But this one right here that got smoked is 40 gig. So it didn't have a large one in it to begin with. That's the right way. There it goes. It's just kind of tight. That's what she said. But anyway, we need a hard drive. If anybody's got any ideas or have an old laptop that doesn't work but the hard drive's still good, we need one of those type. The old PATA type IDE drive that slots into Dell D600. And the only thing I can tell you if you don't know what I'm talking about is to actually do a Google search, but the newer D600s are actually running SATA drive, so you're not going to find it that way. It's the old IDE PATA drives is what they are. Alright, and it does take the little adapter on it. So that's the ones we got going on right now. We got the one from Metal Guitar that is ready to go. We're actually going to try to find a home for it here in the near future. We have the Gateway that's going to be ready to go. I think we already have a home for that one because that's going to be really more of a internet cruiser and media type of computer. If somebody wants to put a backup drive in it, and we do have a person scoped out for it, actually a family with a couple of kids that would like to explore the internet and use it for schoolwork, so we might look into that for them. And the laptops, like I said, this one here, as soon as we find a hard drive for this Dell D600, this one's shipping off hopefully west of where we live to a certain individual over there that needs a laptop. Alright, and the old dinosaur, have no clue what we're going to do with that. So anyway, just wanted to give a thank you out there to the peoples that have participated in on this. One of them was, I forget his first name, but his last name was Hernandez. We got Metal Guitar 02. This one actually came locally from a guy. I'm not going to mention his name because he doesn't have a call sign. And the black one there was one that we actually dug up here that we found that was extra. All right, so there's an update on the PCs for the nation, and stay tuned for more on this particular subject. And we might even do a future video and showing one of these in operation, as far as us repairing it and going over some of the details on that. And if we do in full length, we'll be sure and post a short video up here and then transfer the longer video over to Blip TV, because we've done the test runs there and it works really, really well with Blip TV being able to upload longer videos and make a little bit more fundage for us to back up for these computers and other programs that we're participating in on. Alright, so remember, everybody out there, it's a craft of the mind, the heart, body, and soul for everybody out there with PCs of the nation. Go out there and have some fun. And donate. I'm going to beg just like everybody else does. Donate. Donate. Come on, chant. Donate. 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 Boom.